Anything that's easily explained isn't really worth explaining, is it? It's funny how people are willing to jump so quickly from unexplained to inexplicable. That's a really weird, irregular word, isn't it? Yet, my not having an explanation for something, and I emphasize my not having an explanation, is hardly evidence that something is inexplicable. I may watch a magician perform a trick. I have no explanation for what they did. I'm fascinated, even slightly in awe. But I don't pass from that state to thinking that it's inexplicable. I don't assume that it's magic. The same's true of many things in the realm of science. The same's true even in many day to day events. I can't explain why the sock that I looked for so thoroughly in the drawer before is suddenly there on top, right before my eyes. I'm unlikely, however, to resort to explaining this in terms of that mischievous sock demon that likes to mess with my mind. I happen to know anyway that he became bored with socks and moved into higher technology. He now moves files around on my computer. People often complain about human arrogance. How arrogant to think that we could explain everything. Actually, however, the arrogance is on the other foot. Or perhaps I'm getting that mixed up with socks. Anyway, it would be extraordinarily arrogant were I to assume that just because I couldn't explain something, it was therefore inherently inexplicable. I may just be stupid. I'm almost certainly lacking some necessary information. Of course, the other thing that people often mean when they say that something is inexplicable is that they have a perfectly simple explanation for it. What they really mean is that they can explain it in terms of some kind of supernatural intervention. Really, though, that's just the lazy path. I don't know why this occurred, so it must be something, like magical, like, God or something. This is, in the end, a pretty radical and arrogant claim. It needs rather more justification than just saying, I can't explain it, therefore it must be. I prefer to take the humbler approach. Yes, I can't presently explain why my sock suddenly appeared precisely where I'd looked 10 times previously. I think, though, that the answer may lie in the fact that I lack some information, something that has to do with the vagaries of the human and perhaps especially male perception. It is, in fact, unexplainedness that drives science, and God, demons, and magic are just the lazy shortcuts that stand in the way.